everybody, it's Charisma of Charisma's Corner, and we're in the little pink barn today, and we're doing the final part of the Sew Fun. So this is the third video in this series to sew the Sew Fun Quilt. Does that make sense? Yes. So anyways, today we're going to do the blocks F-U-N, the fun blocks, and we are going to do the little house, and then that will complete all of the blocks for Sew Fun. Isn't that great? So we're going to fill in this little L, upside down L, and let's get started. So we're going to start with the F in fun, and I have them all laid out here already. So all we have to do is sew those together. And then we'll start sewing the rows together. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and press that. And there is our F, and we're going to go ahead and put that over on the design wall. And so fun. Okay, so let's start on the U. So I have my pieces here. We're doing stitch and flip. So I already have the lines marked. We're just going to sew directly on that line. And then I'm just going to go ahead and sew that bottom piece. Okay, so we have that one, and now we'll just check and make sure that that's correct. Yes, it is. So we will go ahead and cut off so we can flip. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and press those. Okay, now we'll just sew each leg of that U on there. Here's our U, so we'll go ahead and press that, and then we can put that on the design wall. And there's the U in fun. And now onto the N. This one again is stitch and flip, but we're doing it in the middle part instead of the legs this time. So I have marked my line. I just want to double check this and make sure that I'm doing it correctly. That looks right. And we want the angles to go the same way. Okay, and now we get to sew on the legs to this one. Okay, and there's our little N. I'll go ahead and press that, and then we can put that on the design wall. So fun. Look at how great that looks. I just love how this is coming together. So now we have our little house, and then this is ready to put together. Okay, and so here are the pieces for the house. And I think we'll go ahead and start with the roof just because that's going to be the most time consuming. And this is paper pieced because it is a little house and it has these angles in it. So we're going to start with one, which is the body of the roof here. And the next one is number 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over and lay that there. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold on that line between 1 and 2. So I know that 1 is completely covered already, so we're safe there. I'm going to get my little guide there by making my 1/4 inch cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay right sides together my number 2, and then I just kind of want to double check to make sure that this is completely covered. Looks like we're pretty good. And then I'm going to sew those on that seam line right here. I want to sew that. Okay, and I did sew from the seam allowance, that dashed line, to the top of this point here. I didn't go all the way because we're going to catch that when we do number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. And now I'm going to do number 2 and 3, and I'm just going to go ahead and fold on that line. Get my 1/4 inch cut here. And then I'm going to add my background piece right here. And now I just have to go between number 1 and number 4 because that's our last seam. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Fold that. Take my 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to line up my last background piece here. And now we have our roof all pieced. Now all we have to do is cut on that dashed line. So we can line up our 1/4 inch seam on the solid black line, or our 1/4 inch on our ruler on that solid black line, and then it should cut on the dashed line. Okay, and now we have our roof, which is probably the most intermediate part. So we'll take that paper off. Start sewing our sections together. Okay, and then I'm just going to sew the roof on top of that. We already have it done, so we might as well. This is a great pattern for all of those sewing themed lines, or it would even be really great for scraps because you do just use a lot of little pieces. it contains our little sewing machine and quilts, all of our little lovely quilts. And so we're going to go ahead and put that on the design wall, and this is our last block. And here is So Fun. Isn't that great? It's just so fun. I love the bright colors. The original was very pastel, and it was sewing themed, and it was great. I think you could do florals. You could do anything that you want, whatever you want to hang in your sewing room, really. What's the theme that you have? So thank you for joining along on this Sew Fun adventure. This was the last part of the series, so now you can put your quilt together, quilt it, and do whatever you want with it. Thanks for joining me in the little pink barn today. I hope you have a great day. Bye.